Hello and welcome to Off the Page, a newsreel from Eureka, the bookstore for the young. I'm Sahar, here to give you news about new books in each age category. The first set of books that we have are Let's Build a Playground and Let's Build a Highway by Robert Pizzo. And these board books kind of very simply explain the step-by-step process of how highways and playgrounds are made and all the equipment that's used, such as we need a mixer to pour out the concrete, we need a dump truck to carry all the dirt away. And I was just so endeared by these books. Flipping through them made me smile, just imagining a toddler kind of flipping through them and learning new engineering concepts and words. Old MacDonald Had a Phone by Jean Willis and Tony Ross puts a modern spin on Old MacDonald Had a Farm. And in this book, Old MacDonald accidentally orders 100 smartphones, meaning that all the farm animals have phones now, which means that the farm stops functioning because everybody's too busy looking at their screens. Using the ever-familiar rhyme and illustrations from the well-known artist of David Walliams' books, as well as the Horrid Henry series, this book talks about healthy phone usage and regulated screen time. Nano, the Spectacular Science of the Very, Very Small by Dr. Jess Wade and illustrations by Melissa Castrillon is a book that introduces nanotechnology. Written by a top scientist, this book is easy to understand, and it's accompanied by illustrations that are absolutely phenomenal and offer great visual representation of everything that the book talks about. It talks about the different fields that nanotechnology could be invaluable in, such as making better aircrafts and smartphones and taking forward medical science. I wish I could show you every single page on this book because there are so many different aspects and details on every single page. You could really spend hours just going through it. And I really do believe that this isn't just a book for children, but for anyone who's interested in science or even art for that matter. The Girl Who Could Fix Anything by Mara Rockcliffe, with illustrations by Daniel Duncan, is the story of Beatrice Schilling, a World War II engineer. Ever since she was a kid, Beatrice was fascinated by tools and taking things apart and putting them back together to work better. She wasn't like other kids and then grew up to be unlike any other engineer. She was often underestimated, but she went on to prove that not only was she just as good as any engineer, but she was often better. She was invaluable during World War II, as she thought out of the box and her solutions to problems were creative. Anytime that a pilot saw her, they knew that they were in good hands. The illustrations also pay incredible attention to detail in the way that her tools are drawn and in the way that every single character illustrated distinctly stands out. The last book for today is In Search of a River by Saroj Mukherjee. Originally written in Hindi, this book has been translated into English by the author's daughter, Tilotama Tharoor. This is the story of Bharat, who comes home one summer from boarding school and becomes friends with Hanumant, a boy from a local tribal community. Together, they start exploring the nearby forest and decide to go looking for a mysterious river that has gone missing under the mountains. The author's love for the environment really shines through in this book, specifically for the mysterious rock-cut caves and underground rivers around Chitrakoot in Madhya Pradesh. Funny and fast-paced, this book is really the perfect summer read. I also got the incredible opportunity to talk to Saroj Mukherjee in person as she was at Eureka for her book's launch, giving me the opportunity to ask her a few questions. What inspires you to write stories for children?
Because as a child, I was the youngest child of the family and of brothers who they used to play around and I used to move around. I had no friend. So I used to do a lot of imagineering, I think, and that is how I used to feel. And there were gardens and all that, they were my friends, tree, cave, birds and other things. So that is how I started imagining about it. I think so.
Nature plays a big part in this book. Why is that important to you?
As I told you, I was brought up in a house. I went to school at a big age, about 8 years back. Till that, we had a big garden and everything. So I used to move around there, and it was nature which I found, and I felt that this is what is the greatest friend. One has to move in it.
What do you want readers to feel or take away from your stories?
No, if they like the book, I'll be very happy, and it is I feel that children should read and also try to write. everything.
Liked what you saw and heard? Want to buy any of these? Log on to www.eurekabookstore.com and place your order now. Also on the website, you can subscribe to our newsletter to keep up with events happening at Eureka. Also follow us on Instagram for a daily feed of books. Do let us know in the comments down below what you liked or didn't, and if you have any suggestions for what else you would like to see, please let us know.